In today's session, we'll see the problem. The problem statement is like a 230 volts, 500 RPM, 100 amperes separately excited DC motor has an armature resistance of 0.1 ohm. We'll stop. The motor is driving under rated condition and a load whose torque is constant, that is constant load torque, okay, and independent of the speed. The speeds below the rated speeds are obtained with the armature voltage control with fulfilled in, and the speeds above the rated speeds are obtained by the field control method with rated armature voltage. That means we are keeping the field as constant while armature voltage control method, and we are keeping the voltage as constant for the field control method. First problem is calculate the motor terminal voltage when the speed is 400 rpm. Your rated speed is 500 rpm. So if you want to calculate the terminal voltage for this 400 rpm means it is less than rated rpm. That's why it is by using the armature voltage control method. And second problem is by what amount should flux be reduced to get a motor speed of 800 rpm. Your rated speed is 500 rpm and you are calculating the flux for 800 rpm. That means by using the field flux control method. This speed has been achieved by using the field flux control, by varying the field flux. That flux we need to identify to get the 800 rpm. We'll see one by one. And here in the problem statement itself, they were given that neglect the motor rotational losses. Okay, for any this type of problems with the given data, what we can find, that you need to find out first. In the first line itself, in most of the problems you can see that the voltage, RPM, armature current and armature resistance. Voltage, RPM, armature current and armature resistance. By using that, we can calculate the back EMF at the given RPM. Back EMF of 500 RPM is nothing but E1 is equal, by using the equation E1 is equal V minus IA1 into RA. Initially I am considering the back EMF at 500 RPM is equal to E1. E1 is equal V minus IA1 corresponding to this RPM, and as load torque is constant, IA is always constant, and V minus IA1 into armature resistance. So V is equal to 30 from the given data, minus IA is armature current. Armature current is 100 ampere. Okay. Then into 0.1 is the armature resistance. 230 minus 100 into 0.1, you will get it as 220 volts. Now you need to find out any other parameters from the given data. As the rated speed is 500 rpm, by converting that into the radians per second, 2 pi n by 60. Omega m1 is equal to 2 pi n by 60. 2 pi n by 60 is equal to 2 pi into 500 by 60, which is equal to 52.4 radians per second. And other parameters like, as you got the omega m, let the flux at the rated condition is pi 1, because we need to find out the amount of flux it has been changed or reduced. So initially we are treating that initial flux as pi 1, that is at rated condition, and for the rated flux at rated speed, the corresponding E1 you have calculated. E1 is equal to 220 volts, and by using this equation, E1 is equal to Ke pi 1 into omega m1. From the performance equations, E1 is equal to Ke pi 1 into omega m1. In this, the known variables are E1, which is equal to 220 volts, is divided by omega m1, which is equal to 52.4 radians per second. So from that you can get the motor constant, which is equal to Ke pi 1 is equal to 220 by 52.4, which is equal to 4.2. That is your motor constant. So what is the first question? The first question is calculate the motor terminal voltage when the speed is 400 rpm. So if you want to calculate the motor terminal voltage, first you calculate the reduced speed corresponding back EMF. The reduced speed is 400 rpm. The corresponding to the 400, what is the back EMF? To calculate that one, E is directly proportional to omega m, or E is directly proportional to the N. E is directly proportional to omega m or N in rpm. So E2 by E1 is equal to omega m2 by omega m1 or N2 by N1. By using this equation, you can calculate the back EMF with respect to the 400 rpm. That is equal to E1, already we were calculated 220 volts, 220 into the new speed is 400 rpm. In the problem statement, it is reduced to 400 rpm. 400 by the old speed or rated speed is 500 rpm. From here we can get the E2 value, that is equal to 176 volts. Since the load torque is constant, because load in the problem statement itself they were given that load torque is constant, from there you can fix up the armature current as 100 ampere only, because torque is equal to pi into Ia, where flux is constant, and here load torque is constant. That's why your armature current is also constant, because this problem is for the separately excited DC motor. That's why flux is also constant. So the motor terminal voltage, new terminal voltage we can calculate. V2 is equal to E2 plus Ia into Ra. Ra is how much? Ra is armature resistance is 0.1 ohm. Here armature resistance is 0.1 ohm. The armature current also 100 ampere, and you got the new E2 with respect to the 400 rpm. So V2 is equal to terminal voltage, V2 is equal to E2 176 plus Ia into Ra, 100 into 0.1, that is equal to 10. From that you can get the new motor terminal voltage equal to 186 volts. Okay, what is the second problem statement? By what amount should flux be reduced to get a motor speed of 800 rpm? So now we need to calculate the flux, at what amount it has changed. For the 800 rpm means it is above the rated speed. Your rated speed is 500 rpm. Now it is above the rated speed. To calculate it for above rated speed, we need to go for the field flux control method. Let us assume that the new flux pi 2 is equal to K into pi 1. Initially we assume that pi 1 is the rated flux. So your new flux is equal to some K times of pi 1. K times, it is changing, K times of pi 1. So what is E? E is equal to Ke pi into omega m. So the new back EMF with respect to the new speed is 800 rpm here. The speed has been increased to 800 rpm. Corresponding to that speed, we need to find out the back EMF. Whenever the speed is changing, we need to identify the corresponding back EMF. That may be useful in somewhere in the problem while solving the problem. If you are able to find out the back EMF with respect to the new speed, you calculate it. So that's what we are doing here. E3, that is new back EMF with respect to the 800 rpm, is equal to E3 is equal to Ke into pi 2 into omega m. That is nothing but Ke pi omega m, right? That omega m we need to take with respect to the 800 rpm, 2 pi n by 60. From here you will get Ke into pi 2, right? What is pi 2? Pi 2 is equal to K into pi 1. So K into K pi 1 into, by calculating this, you will get the 83.8. From here you will get the E3 is equal to some K times of 4.2. Earlier rated motor constant is 4.2, right? So K times, by solving this one, earlier motor constant is K times of rated motor constant, that is 4.2 into 83.8. You will get 351.9 K. Okay. Now torque T is equal to Ke pi into Ia. By using this equation, here torque is constant. So when torque is constant, by using this relation, Ke pi Ia is equal to constant. If we keep this Ke pi Ia is equal to constant, then Ke pi pi 1 ia1 is equal ke pi 2 ia2, you will get it. So on both sides ke is constant, but flux and armature currents are different. So pi 1 ia1 is equal pi 2 ia2. From that relation we can get ia2 is equal pi 1 by pi 2 into ia1, where pi 2 is equal k times of pi 1. So here pi 1 will be get cancelled, so that you will get the new armature current, which is equal to the ia1 by k. ia1 already you know, that is rated armature current, it is equal 100 by k. And to calculate the new terminal voltage, V is equal E3 plus ia2 into Ra. V terminal voltage is fixed, that is 230 volts, is equal to E3 plus ia2, new armature current into armature resistance. ia2 is equal 100 by k. E3 also you have calculated in terms of k, that is 351 k. So by using this relation, by solving this equation, we will get that 351.9 k square minus 230 k plus 10 equal to 0. By solving this, you will get the two values, one is 0.61, another one is 0.05. This can be neglected. The considerable value, the feasible value of k is equal 0.61. Thus, the flux must be reduced to the 0.61 of its rated value to get the 800 rpm. As per the second problem statement, the increased speed is 800 rpm. As the speed is increased, you need to reduce the flux. At what amount the flux should be reduced means, it should be reduced to the 0.61 times of its rated flux of pi 1. That is nothing but rated flux means pi 1. So that's the problem.